shaka, hookah, 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 shaka, hookah, 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 shaka, hookah, hookah,
I can't stop this feeling
shaka, hookah, hookah,
deep
hookah,
inside of me.
shaka, hookah, hookah,
Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. We
I'm so
are
tired.
back and better than ever, and today we are talking about gradient or slope. We can use those interchangeably.
Hooked on a feeling.
I am hooked on a feeling of mathematics, baby. So we're talking about gradient or slope. This is the first part of what I believe will be two. So let's get to it, shall we? Back to hooked on a feeling later. All right. Y'all know what slope is. It's the change in y, change in x of a line. Slope is change, which is essential to the study of mathematics. You're on your way to calculus. Calculus is the study of change, and slope is just about everything. Just about everything. Some nice little examples here. We have positive slope tilting to the right. We have negative slope tilting to the left, and our slope is measured by the vertical step compared to the horizontal step. The y step over the x step. The rise up and down over the run left and right. Lots of ways that it is known. So we'd already talked about slanting towards the right as positive, slanting up and down, to the left is negative. Slanting or not slanting at all, if it's vertical, the slope is undefined. We'll get to that in a moment. And horizontal, the slope is equal to 0. Now, when I say slope, I could also use gradient. I'm going to try to use both of those during this instruction. Find the gradient of this, of each line segment. Well, here, all you need to do is find 2 points that cross the hairs or the intersection of grid pieces. So there's one here and there's one here. And my encouragement is always to start with a vertical move to find the slope, to find the rise first. And we can only travel along the grid lines here. So I need to get to this point by moving only vertically and then horizontally. So to get to this point, my vertical move would have to be 1, 2, 3 units up. And since it's going up, it's positive. It's a positive 3, we consider it. And then moving 2 units to the right, that's also positive. Okay, so if you go back here, back here, it's the vertical step compared to the horizontal step. Well, I have a vertical step of 3, horizontal step of 2, so my slope is equal to 3 over 2. I could have also started at this point. That's no big deal. And again, start with vertical. I would have to go down 3, and I would consider that a step of negative 3. Down is negative. Left is also negative. Okay, which is a step of negative 2. So in this case, m would be negative 3 over negative 2, but a negative over a negative is a positive, so that becomes 3 over 2. So either way, you will get the same answer. Let's try this. Here and here looks good. So I can go up 2, so that's a positive 2, and to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the move to the left is negative 5. So for C, the slope is 2 over negative 5. And we generally just say, oh, okay, positive over a negative is a negative. So I'll just write that as negative 2/5. As we said here on the previous page, the horizontal slope is equal to, or not horizontal slope, a horizontal line or line segment has a slope of 0. That's because it's equal to the y step over the x step. Remember that. Well, there's no up and down movement here. There's none. So for this one, that would equal 0. And for the x step, you could put anything, like an x step of 1 or 5 or whatever. Let's say we choose 5. It doesn't matter because 0 divided by everything by anything is equal to 0. Okay, unless you can't divide by 0, and that's what's happening here. So the m here we call undefined. Again, let me just show you. The y step could be anything. It's y step over x step, because I could start anywhere and get to the line. Like I start here and I move up, that's 3 units, 1, 2, 3. So the y step would be 3, and it could have been 2 or 1 or 7 or whatever. But the x step, there is 0 x step. I don't move left or right. This is 3 over 0. Since we cannot divide by 0, and this is the equivalent of 3 divided by 0, then it's not possible. Therefore, we say that the slope is undefined. So for a vertical line, slope is undefined. For a horizontal line, slope is 0. Let's give it a whirl. We're going to get to the gradient formula here, but first of all, I want you to consider this point, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the point 2, 7. And let's say here, this is the point 2, 1. And if I ask you, how far is it from here to here? From here to here? Well, it's 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I take the difference of the y-coordinates, and that's equal to 6. So that's a change of 6. And then if I took the point 2, 1 again, and let's say, I don't know, I put a point here. So this is 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be 6, 1, yes. I said, hey, what's the distance here? That's easy. You would take 6 minus 1, minus 2, because it's the x-coordinates, the 6 minus the 2. Since it's horizontal, I'm going to find the difference of the x coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? No, this is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so sorry. So that's an 8. Messed up. So this would be 8 minus 2. That would also equal 6. Okay. So now let's consider those 2 points by themselves. 2, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. And let's find the slope of that line. Okay. So this is 2, 7. This is 8, 1 down here. And I've already figured this out, really, because I figured the horizontal distance by taking the difference of the y's. So this is 7 minus 1 equals 6. And I wrote 6 in there, anticipating the answer. 7 minus 1 equals 6. And that's a negative 6 because we're going down. Okay. And then we're moving to the right, which is positive, so that's a 6. So m equals negative 6 over 6, which is negative 1. So that's what we really did, is we just found the difference of the y-coordinates, right? The difference of these y-coordinates, the 7 minus the 1, and we compared it to the difference of the x-coordinates, 8 minus 2. So a formula for gradient is y2 minus y1, the difference of the y's, over x2 minus x1. So let's just say that this right here was x2 and y2. I just want to show you how this works. And this right here, the 8, 1 was x1, y1. Then the slope would equal y2, 7, minus y1, 1, so that would be 7 minus 1. Let me move this equal sign down here. Over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is 8, so 2 minus 8. So that's equal to 6 over negative 6, which we know is equal to negative 1. So that gives us the slope formula. Find the gradient of the line through 3, negative 2, and 6, 4. So we're just going to use this formula. Gradient equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It doesn't matter how you label these. I guess it's nice to always label the first points x1, y1 and the second points x2, y2. So then in this case, y, 4 minus a negative 2, 4 minus a negative 2, all over 6 minus 3 is equal to, this becomes plus plus, 6 over 3. So this would have a slope or gradient of 2. And then the last thing I'll give you, oh, that was your home fun. Through 2, 4, draw a line with gradient negative 2/3. Okay, so let's plot this point because they want a line that goes through 2, 4 that has this gradient. So I'm going to plot it starting at the origin. Remember, this is your x, this is your y. So I'm going to start at the origin and go right 2 and up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to plot this point. So this is the point 2, 4. Okay, so from there, I'm going to use my gradient to find another point because remember, you can draw a line through any 2 points, any 2 distinct points. So the way that I would like for you to handle this whenever you're drawing it is think as the y step as the negative. Okay, so when you're doing this, always use the y step as negative. So or do your y first. So it's going to be up or down. Since it's negative, it's going to be down. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And then the x step is a positive 3. So I go right 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I did that from a known point. And then I get a slope of a line, or a line with slope of negative 2/3. So hopefully you enjoyed that, you understood it. You can rewind if you need to, and as always, you can ask me questions in class. All right, so the gradient or slope here is negative 2/3. I have enjoyed it. Let's check in and see if we're hooked on a feeling still. I think that we are. And with that, I am